Hi, Marjorie Dybeck here with the Dybeck team at Douglas Elliman Real Estate. So today I thought we should talk about 4 reasons buyers should consider connecting with a buyer's agent early in their search process. Buyers typically start their search online. It's just an early stage exploration. They're just trying to get a feel for, what is available in their price bracket. If they have a vision of what they want to buy, what does that vision cost? Can they get what they're looking for in the neighborhood they want to be in for the budget that they're willing to spend? It's just a research and exploration process, and we completely get that. And that process can take a week. It can take more than a year for some buyers. And so we also understand that as well. And we completely respect that in those early stages, it's just an exploration. And there's quite a possibility that the buyer might not end up buying anything. And we totally get that as well. In the early stages, or in any stage really, the relationship that you have with your buyer's agent, it's just kind of a gentleman's agreement. There's nothing formal about it. You are free to change and not work with a buyer's agent at any point if it's not working out for you. We do sort of ask that you have a committed relationship with us in the beginning, and you send us listings, we send you listings, we have a conversation, we go see properties together. But we totally get it, that if at some point that you find it's not working for you, you're going to send us an email, and that's going to sever the relationship. So don't feel like there's any risk by working with a buyer's agent. There certainly is not. So the first factor is that when you work with an experienced buyer's agent, you actually kind of get to ride the reputation coattails of that agent. So what I mean by that is, the Dybeck team, we have like 15 years worth of experience buying and selling co-ops and condos in Manhattan, in the downtown market, Brooklyn, other parts of Manhattan. And so we bring all of that experience to bear. And we also, as a result, know pretty much all the other agents that are out there in the marketplace. So when we present an offer on behalf of you as a buyer, our reputation precedes that offer. And it can also frequently benefit you tremendously. So a seller's agent might say to the seller when they receive an offer from us, they might say something like, the offer was fully complete and I have a real clear understanding of what the financial snapshot is of this buyer because the agent was so professional in how they presented it. Or Mr. Seller, if you accept the offer from this buyer, I feel really confident that that buyer is likely to sign the contract and close on this deal because the agent who's presenting this offer, I've worked with them before, or I know their reputation, and they're really, they wouldn't work with someone who's not serious. Those are very ringing endorsements, wouldn't you say? Those would really help your offer. So, and we've seen this play out many, many times. It can also benefit you in a negotiation, and I've also even seen it help my clients when I'm making appointments to get them in to see properties. I mean, sometimes just my reputation can open doors for you. So, definitely don't discount that. That's a really important factor. The next one is pretty obvious, but the seller's agent is focused solely on the factors that benefit the seller. We, if we're representing a purchaser, are focused on the factors that are benefiting the purchaser. And so it seems pretty obvious, but even just having a buyer's agent who's focused on your goals can save you time and money. And so it's really important to sort of like mentally check that one off and really pay attention to it. The next one is that there's no cost to you to have a buyer's agent. So the seller's agent and the seller, before the listing ever came to market, they agreed on a commission that the seller was willing to pay. The seller pays 100% of the commission, and that's already been signed and agreed to before you ever saw the property. And so you benefit for free. You get to have an agent for free because the commission that the seller agreed to is split 50-50 between the buyer and the seller's agent, and so you get to benefit from it. And then the last factor is that you get to build your trust early with your agent. And so what I mean by this, we have a buyer right now who has started working with us about 2 weeks ago. And we've been sending her listings, and she sent us a few listings that she's seen online, and we've been talking about those. We've sent her to see some properties. We've taken her to see some properties. And yesterday we took her to see a property that was a little bit of a deviation from what she really thought she wanted. And we thought she might really like this property, and sure enough, she did. She really loves it. And so in the last 18 hours or so, she has literally just peppered us with questions because she's thinking about putting in an offer on this property, and she just wants to make sure that she just knows everything she possibly can about the process, about the property, about, you know, the comparison between what she was hoping to buy and what this property is. And so she's just literally asking a ton of questions. But how nice for her that she's got agents in her court that she now trusts, that she knows have experience, that she can rely on, that you know, are communicative and available to her. She's built that rapport with us, and it's a really beautiful thing when it works. So we really appreciate you watching this video. I hope you'll share it with anybody you know who might be thinking of buying. And if you need us, the Dybbuk team is always here for you. Thank you.